Have you ever felt overwhelmed by life's challenges, wondering how to stay strong without breaking under pressure? What if the secret lies in something as simple and profound as a bamboo swaying in the wind? Welcome back to the Motivation Zone at Freedom, where we uncover timeless wisdom to help you live a more balanced and empowered life. Today, we'll explore a powerful Buddhist teaching inspired by the bamboo, a symbol of resilience, humility, and adaptability. The bamboo shows us how to face difficulties by bending gracefully instead of resisting. In this video, we'll dive into the deeper lessons this humble plant offers and how you can apply its wisdom to navigate life's storms with strength and serenity. Let's get started. Dear friends, imagine a serene temple nestled in the heart of nature, where the gentle sound of the wind rustles through the trees. The setting is calm, yet alive, a reflection of the balance we often seek in life. At this temple, a young student monk, filled with curiosity and a desire to grow, approaches his master with a heartfelt question. The scene is simple yet profound, with the air thick with anticipation as wisdom prepares to unfold. One day, the student monk, eager to understand life's challenges, asked his master, "Dear master, how can I bow down to life's difficulties without breaking under their weight?" The master, known for his ability to teach profound lessons through simple observations, smiled gently. Instead of replying directly, he led the student to a grove of bamboo swaying gracefully in the breeze. "Look at the bamboo, my dear student," the master said, pointing to the tall, slender plants. The student watched as the bamboo bent effortlessly with each gust of wind, yielding but never breaking. The bamboo bends when the wind blows, yet it does not snap. It moves with the forces around it, not against them, and when the wind passes, it stands tall once more. The student gazed in awe, understanding that the bamboo's strength lay not in rigidity, but in its ability to adapt and yield. The master continued, "Be like the bamboo, dear one. Life will bring its storms, but if you learn to bend without resistance, you will never break. True resilience comes not from fighting the wind, but from embracing it with grace and balance." Dear friends, have you ever noticed how the bamboo doesn't resist the wind, no matter how strong it blows? It doesn't stand rigidly, trying to fight against it, nor does it break under pressure. Instead, it bends gracefully, adapting to the force around it. This act of bending is not a sign of weakness, it's a demonstration of humility and strength. In Buddhism, humility is a key virtue, and the bamboo teaches us this through its graceful surrender. When we let go of pride and the need to stand firm in every situation, we create space for flexibility and understanding. Life's challenges, much like the wind, can push us in unexpected directions. If we approach them with humility, instead of resisting or clinging to our ego, we can navigate them without breaking. Buddhism also teaches us about amidst, or the principle of non-self. This means that who we are is not tied to rigid notions of identity or self-importance. Dear friends, when we cling to our ego, our pride, our sense of being right, or the belief that we must control everything, we create unnecessary suffering. The bamboo reminds us that letting go of this attachment doesn't diminish us. It allows us to flow with life rather than fight against it. By bending with humility, we embrace the truth of non-ego. We learn that our value doesn't come from standing unyielding, but from being adaptable, open, and connected to the larger flow of life. This is the essence of the bamboo's wisdom: to be humble, to let go of pride, and to find strength in our ability to yield gracefully. Let this be a gentle reminder, dear friends, that true resilience comes not from standing rigid, but from bending with grace and humility. Dear friends, have you ever stood in the presence of bamboo and observed how it moves effortlessly with the wind? It doesn't resist or fight against the natural forces around it. Instead, it flows in harmony, swaying gracefully in whichever direction the wind takes it. This simple yet profound behavior embodies an essential Buddhist teaching, the practice of aligning ourselves with the natural rhythms of life and the universe. In Buddhism, we are taught about anicca, or impermanence, the truth that everything in life is constantly changing. The wind that moves the bamboo today will not be the same tomorrow. In the same way, the challenges and joys we face in life are always shifting. Resisting this impermanence, dear friends, only leads to suffering. Like a rigid tree that snaps in a storm, our refusal to accept change creates tension and pain within us. The bamboo teaches us a different way to flow with life's changes rather than resist them. It reminds us that harmony is found not in standing firm against the inevitable but in moving with it. This doesn't mean we abandon our values or goals, but that we learn to adapt with grace. When we align ourselves with life's natural rhythms, accepting its highs and lows, its ebbs and flows, we find peace amidst the chaos. Dear friends, this harmony with nature is not just about survival. It's about thriving in a constantly changing world. By embracing impermanence and learning to flow like the bamboo, we reduce our suffering and open ourselves to the beauty and wisdom that life has to offer. The bamboo doesn't fear the wind. It trusts in its ability to move with it. In the same way, let us trust in our ability to adapt and find peace in the ever-changing rhythm of life. Dear friends, when we think of strength, we often imagine something unyielding, a massive tree or a solid rock. But the bamboo shows us a different kind of strength, one rooted in adaptability. Unlike rigid structures that can crack under pressure, the bamboo bends gracefully with the wind, returning to its upright position when the storm passes. Its ability to adjust and move with external forces without breaking is the essence of its resilience. In Buddhism, true resilience is not about stubbornly holding our ground against life's challenges, but about staying grounded while remaining open to change. The bamboo teaches us that flexibility is not a weakness, but a profound strength. By bending with the wind, it not only survives the storm, but thrives after it, untouched and whole. This adaptability allows it to endure what others cannot.
Dear friends, life constantly throws unexpected changes our way, challenges, setbacks, and even moments of joy we may not anticipate. If we remain rigid, clinging to our expectations or resisting change, we risk breaking under the pressure of those winds. Buddhism reminds us to approach these moments with mindfulness and openness, much like the bamboo. By staying grounded in our values and beliefs while remaining flexible in how we navigate life, we cultivate a resilience that allows us to endure and grow. True strength lies in knowing when to hold firm and when to let go. The bamboo's roots keep it firmly anchored to the earth, giving it stability, while its flexible stalk allows it to adjust to whatever comes its way. Similarly, when we root ourselves in wisdom and compassion, we can face life's storms with a heart open to change. Dear friends, let the bamboo inspire us to embrace flexibility, for it is in our ability to adapt that we find our greatest strength. Dear friends, the bamboo's graceful bending in the wind is not just a symbol of resilience, it is also a profound metaphor for the practice of letting go. In Buddhism, this is known as vairagya, or detachment. The bamboo doesn't resist the wind, nor does it cling to its upright position. It releases itself to the flow of nature, knowing that the wind will pass, and it will return to its natural state. This act of yielding teaches us the power of letting go of our attachments and expectations. In our own lives, dear friends, we often hold tightly to how we think things should be. We attach ourselves to outcomes, relationships, or material possessions, believing that our happiness depends on them. But this attachment creates resistance when life inevitably changes, much like a rigid tree that snaps under the pressure of a storm. Letting go doesn't mean we stop caring or give up, it means we stop clinging and start accepting. For example, think of a time when you faced disappointment, perhaps a job you didn't get, a relationship that ended, or plans that didn't go the way you hoped. The pain of these moments often comes not from the event itself, but from our attachment to how we wanted things to unfold. By practicing detachment, we allow ourselves to release the need for control and find peace in the present moment. Like the bamboo, we can bend with life's winds instead of resisting them, trusting that we have the strength to rise again. Dear friends, letting go is not easy, but it is liberating. When we release our attachment to expectations and outcomes, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. The bamboo doesn't hold onto its position. It trusts in its ability to endure and return to balance. Similarly, when we let go of what no longer serves us, we create space for growth, healing, and new possibilities. Let the bamboo remind us that true freedom comes from letting go and embracing life as it is. Dear friends, the bamboo, with its unique ability to bend but not break, embodies the balance between two extremes, rigidity and passivity. It doesn't resist the wind with unyielding force, nor does it collapse under pressure. Instead, it finds the perfect middle ground, strong enough to stay rooted, yet flexible enough to move with the forces around it. This harmonious balance reflects one of Buddhism's most profound teachings, the middle way. The middle way encourages us to avoid extremes in thought, behavior, and action. Just as the bamboo avoids the extremes of stubborn resistance and weak submission, we too are encouraged to find a path of moderation. Being too rigid in our beliefs or actions can make us inflexible and prone to suffering when life doesn't go as planned. On the other hand, being overly passive or indifferent can prevent us from standing up for ourselves or pursuing meaningful goals. The middle way teaches us to navigate life with wisdom and balance, choosing neither extreme but walking a steady, grounded path. Consider how this principle applies to our daily lives, dear friends. For example, in our work, striving too hard for perfection can lead to burnout, while not applying enough effort can result in stagnation. The middle way encourages us to work with dedication but without overburdening ourselves. Similarly, in relationships, we might sometimes hold on tightly, trying to control everything, or become too distant, avoiding connection. The bamboo reminds us that the key is to remain rooted in compassion and understanding while being flexible enough to adapt to the needs of others. Dear friends, walking the middle way doesn't mean compromising our values or ambitions. It means finding harmony in how we approach life. Like the bamboo, we can stay grounded in what truly matters while remaining open to change. By embracing this balance, we cultivate inner peace, resilience, and the ability to thrive amidst life's winds. Let the wisdom of the bamboo inspire us to live with moderation, finding strength and serenity in the art of balance. Dear friends, flexibility is one of the greatest strengths we can cultivate. To approach challenges with an open mind, start by practicing adaptability in small moments. For example, when plans don't go as expected, instead of reacting with frustration, pause and consider alternative solutions. Ask yourself, how can I adjust to make the most of this situation? Embrace change as a natural part of life. Like the bamboo swaying with the wind, remind yourself that resisting challenges only creates more tension. Instead, view obstacles as opportunities to grow and learn. Flexibility is not about giving up on your goals. It's about finding new paths to achieve them. Letting go, dear friends, is a skill that brings immense freedom. To release attachment to outcomes, try incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine. Take a few moments each day to focus on your breath. As you inhale, think of the things you're holding on to. As you exhale, imagine releasing those thoughts, allowing them to float away like leaves in the wind. Another effective practice is to journal your emotions. Write down what you're struggling to let go of, whether it's a disappointment, fear, or expectation, and consciously remind yourself that clinging to these things only creates suffering. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop resisting what you cannot control, opening the door to peace and clarity. Dear friends, being grounded in your values while remaining open to change is the perfect balance for navigating life's storms. Identify the core principles that anchor you, whether it's kindness, patience, or honesty, and let them guide your decisions. These values are like the bamboo's roots, keeping you steady no matter how strong the winds of life may blow. At the same time, practice openness to new experiences and perspectives. Life's challenges often come with unexpected lessons. Instead of fearing change, welcome it as an opportunity to grow while staying true to who you are. This balance of grounding and openness allows you to face life's uncertainties with confidence and grace. As we reflect on the lessons from the bamboo, dear friends, let's remember its humility in bending, its harmony with nature, its flexibility in adversity, and its balance between strength and adaptability. These qualities teach us that resilience comes not from fighting against life's challenges but from flowing with them. I encourage you to pause and reflect. How can you be more like the bamboo in your own life? Perhaps it's by staying flexible in the face of challenges, practicing mindfulness to let go, or finding strength in your values while embracing change. Dear friends, I'd love to hear from you. What challenges have you faced recently, and how did you adapt? Share your thoughts in the comments below so we can inspire and support each other. If you enjoyed this lesson and want to explore more Buddhist-inspired wisdom and practical life lessons, don't forget to subscribe to the Motivation Zone at Freedom. Together, we can continue to grow and navigate life's winds with grace. Like the bamboo, may you bend gracefully with life's winds and stand tall through every storm. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.